Dashlane here today. I'm happy to bring you a Clan War recap. It's actually a Clan War event over at Beer Goggles. I was lucky enough to take part in a fun event. You can see 120 to 118. We pulled it off in the end. It got really close there, but I'm going to be bringing you some highlight attacks now. The idea was to use 100 attacks because it was a 50 versus 50 war, and the idea was to use 100 attacks involving dragons. Okay, so we set the parameters rather at 5 dragons to be a somewhat dragon attack. So 100 dragon attacks. Now, some of you guys might think that's kind of silly to put self-imposed restrictions or limitations or rules on what you can carry into war, but it actually makes things a little bit more fun, I think, to do once in a while. And it also, especially maybe if you guys have wars that you match up against that you're really outmatched, maybe you're severe underdogs, or maybe you're the heavy favorites, it'd be cool to just go ahead and ask your clanmates to try out different types of attacks. Now, in this event, though, we were all, like I said, using at least 5 dragons. In this first base here by Th8, you're going to see he takes care of all of the air defenses, so the dragons, the new level 4 dragons at Town Hall 9, just have free roam of the base. It's going to have a nice spread on those dragons. Most of these attacks are going to be DragLoon attacks. Most of the Town Hall 9s are going to involve lava hounds, but I'm hoping that after this episode, you guys might consider incorporating some dragons here and there in your Town Hall 9 attacks, especially if you have to go a little bit lower on the map. I mean, none of these are going to be against max Town Hall 9 bases because our war weight wasn't that heavy. You can see Th8 with level 10 and 13 heroes, and as a Town Hall 9, obviously, is number 8 on our map. So we were all Town Hall 7 to 8 for this event, and I brought my baby account. We're going to see a replay from him coming up in a little bit. So you can see here that most of these attacks, as I said, are going to be some sort of a DragLoon type attack, and most will be Town Hall 9, but I did include maybe a handful of, I think, 2 or 3 Town Hall 8 attacks at the end of this episode. It is going to be a long one, folks, so grab a drink of water, a coffee, I don't know, a beer, whatever you guys are in the mood for, and join me and checking out some of these cool dragon attacks. So this attack here by El Basilio here from Beer Goggles is going to go ahead. He's going to have a very nice attack here. Now this is going to be a more classic DragLoon attack, but these are all Town Hall level 9. You don't really end up seeing these type of attacks too often, if at all, on Town Hall 9 because they're using Go La Loon or La Loon or Pentahound or obviously GoHo are the big ones, right? And some Go Wee Wee here and there, but you don't really see too much of this. It's basically just classic DragLoon attacks, but obviously, like I mentioned, involving the new higher level dragons, so it actually gives you a viable strategy at Town Hall 9, with the lava hounds obviously used for distracting those air defenses. This is a perfect example of a lava hound distracting an air defense, and the dragons just having plenty of time to roam the base on their own, and even these pups are going to distract that level air defense, so it's going to be quite a while before it actually targets a dragon, if it even did, and then it's just going to be a matter of cleanup from here on out. So you can see that these are certainly, pretty powerful Town Hall 9 3-star attacks here, considering the hero levels are low as well on the attackers, so that should be noted, right? So this one's going to be an attack by Rich. Now he's going to run into a little issue here because he runs into that air sweeper. It's just high enough level that is actually going to prevent that balloon from taking out the wizard tower to lure out the clan castle there, because he's going to start with a lure. He knows there's a dragon there in the clan castle, and he's going to drop his queen over there in the east, and the queen and another dragon are going to be able to take care of that opposing dragon in the clan castle, and more importantly, or just as importantly, I guess, would be setting up a great funnel to attack this base by. Now, you will want to note here that Rich is bringing 2 haste spells as well, so this is actually a very fun attack because it does incorporate some of the new dark spells as well on a dragon attack. You haven't seen too much haste usage on dragon attacks at Town Hall 9, so let's go ahead and see how he does it here. He drops the dragons first, followed by the lava hound, then the balloons. So the balloons are going to have a nice area of protection here by all that heavy hit point units in the front there, and they're going to eat up some of that haste spell and make their way into the center of the base. And wow, it's just like an overwhelming force of balloons at this point that are going to wipe out all the air defenses while that lava hound distracts that last air defense. So very good job here, very nice attack here by Rich, and he actually had 2 lava hounds you will want to note there. So if you're going to use dragons, I kind of recommend this type of formation here. So he's using a we'll have to get the final counts on the recap of this attack here, but basically he's using balloons, a mix of 2 lava hounds, a handful of balloons, and a handful of dragons. So he had 7 dragons total, 10 balloons, and the 2 hounds. So very nice attack strategy there. Another attack by El Basilio. This time against, like I said, guys, these aren't max bases, but it's very important to point out that they're not max attackers either. So you can see here a level 5 Archer Queen, level 10 Barbarian King. He's going to go ahead and take care of that outside air defense. I'm not sure why the attackers would put an air defense on the outside of a base, but hey, this is what actually mimics real clan wars out there, right? People sometimes just have weird, lazy designs. Maybe they're new Town Hall 9s like this defender obviously is, or maybe they just haven't had time to set up a new war base. Oftentimes, if you're in one of these mid-tier clan war clans with like a mix of Town Hall 8s and 9s in your wars, you can go to the bottom of the Town Hall 9s or the Town Hall 8s, whatever you're attacking, and you'll see people who have probably most recently upgraded to their current Town Hall level. That's when you can get bases like this. They haven't had time to pick their favorite war design, and that's oftentimes where you can pounce on their kind of lazy bases like Basilio does here, and pull off a very impressive 3-star attack for the team. If I say very impressive, because look at all the dragons still standing. He has 5 dragons still standing with close to full health. That's pretty impressive there. So he used 8 dragons there with 12 balloons. Now this is a little baby Ashfexthal, and look at my heroes. I admit I have gemmed the queen all the way to 15, but you can see I brought the bare minimum dragons because I don't know, they're only level 3, my dragons, not 4, so I figured I'd just go with the lava hounds. I do have a lava hound in the clan castle. Go ahead and lure out the opposing lava hound, the opposing clan castle, dragon in there. Then I let go of the lava hounds, and I kind of bunched up a bunch of balloons and then let the dragons go at the same time there. So you will notice this is exactly me doing what I just talked about. I'm taking advantage of a base that is probably more recently upgraded, actually very more recently upgraded to Town Hall 9. Obviously the walls are bad, but hey, the walls don't even matter on air attacks. And you can see, yeah, they don't even have an Archer Queen and only 1 Expo, so certainly a pretty easy attack on my part. But I don't know, maybe it was a little, maybe it got a little hairier than it needed to be there, as I only have 3 balloons left standing, but my dragons are still alive, and I dropped the king, and the queen is obviously still up over there in the east. I do have more Baby Ash replays coming at you guys soon, trying to get a nice collection of Town Hall 9 at 3-star attacks on the account before I share, rather than just doing 1 or 2 or 3 at a time. This is the next attacker. Now we're going to get to the Town Hall 8s I told you about. Now these are going to be level 3 dragons coming in from the whole north side of the base. Cries Jr. really obviously knows what he's doing here, because he has the 3 rage, and he's going to really just orchestrate this funnel really nicely here, deploying those balloons in the clan castle on a little bit of a delay. So they're going to come in due north, and he's going to drop the rages just in time for the dragons to be able to really eat up the rage all the way from the north all the way into the interior of the base. And the balloon balloon placement was, and the timing of the deployment was such that they're going to hit the center of the base at the same exact time as the dragons. So it's going to be a really nice thing when they get to the center, and they're going to be able to eat up some of that last rage spell. Now maybe you could have put that last rage spell a little bit more to the south, but really that was for those dragons to make, just to ensure they get the town hall down. And actually, I'm going to have to eat my words there, because that was a perfect rage spell, because the dragons were still able to be in the rage circumference radius as they were able to take down that last air defense, and that's what it's all about, obviously, getting those air defenses down. So a nice 3-star attack here, and what yet again we have still 5 dragons, live at the end. So very nice attack there by Kraz Jr. Let's go ahead and look at Little Bird's attack. A nice Town Hall 8 attack. Now this base is pretty much max. Obviously the walls aren't, but yet again the walls aren't a main factor here. Barbarian King also not max, but the defenses wise, it appears to be a max Town Hall 8. So this is going to be a very nice attack here by Little Bird. Now you can see he's the first attacker that we'll see today that's actually going to, the second attacker, the very first replay was using hogs as well. And Little Bird is going to use hogs and dragons, so a little bit of a mix with ground and air. And you'll see first he obviously goes ahead and lures out that clan castle, and then he's going to send the hogs in. Now he does have max hogs in the clan castle as well, so that's important to note. But wow, guys, just watch this replay and watch how much devastation these hogs do. Essentially, these 6 or 7 dragons, rather, are just going to be a giant cleanup crew, because these hogs are going to do all the heavy lifting, just eating up those 2 heal spells, and basically the entire western hemisphere of the base is going to be down all via hogs. Very nice job. Nice utilization there of those hogs. And they're still going to be standing to take down that air sweeper as well. And then the dragons are going to eat up that rage spell coming in on the eastern half of the base. Wow, this is a very nice attack here by Little Bird, incorporating the dragons and still using what was probably his favorite attack, the hogs, at the same time. And look at this, hogs are actually going to make it. Those, I think he only had about 13 hogs or so, and they're actually going to make it all the way to the end of the battle. So we did a great job keeping them alive and keeping the dragons alive. Very nice attack here by Little Bird. I'm going to take this opportunity to just give a quick shout out to the whole Beer Goggles clan, the Buckeye guy, the leader, and all the members who participated in this were great. It's always great to hang out with those guys. I was at a wedding this weekend, so I wasn't able to chat as much as I'd like to, but it was fun to do these events, and Beer Goggles hosts all kinds of fun events. So if you want to see what their next event is up, I'll give you a little clue. It involves something to do with Ladies' Night, but I'm not going to give all the details yet. But they host, I don't know, about an event a month or so. Don't hold me to that. But it's been about that. There's been 2 in a row now, and Rigoletto is actually in this event as well. Rigoletto with his Bye Forever podcast, check that out. And he actually got me started on all these events back with the 50 and 50 attacks. So back to this attack here by Rolling Thumb. Sorry if I butchered that name. I'm always good for that. But you can see that Rolling's going to come in here again with hogs. This mixing hogs with dragons, I don't know, guys. Is this a new thing? Has this been around for a long time? I don't know. Honestly, I had never tried it when I was Town Hall 8, and I haven't seen too many of my Town Hall 8 clanmates in the Clash with Ash clan use it, so I can't really speak to how long the strategy's been around, but I'm guessing with as large of a game, as many people strategizing as Clash of Clans, I'm guessing people have tried it before, but certainly this is the first time I've seen it used with such success. And you can see yet again he cleared out the whole eastern side of the base here, and he's going to come in with the western side this time with the dragons on the rage. So basically this strategy is basically utilizing 2 heal spells on the hog portion and then 1 rage spell on the dragon portion, and he's going to pull it off and make it look easy yet again. And geez, guys, yet again, I just want to give a shout out to the Beer Goggles. We came up with some really nice 3-star attacks, and we came up with a 2 star win. Cheers to all you guys, and thanks for watching, all my subscribers. It's been a long video, but it was a nice recap, and I think it got a nice mix of something new with DragLoon attacks at Town Hall 9, and then some HogLoon attacks at Town Hall 8. So guys, tell your clanmates about me. I really appreciate it, as always, and take care, guys.